Okay, so hopefully my voice isn't too annoying for you, but anyways, this is how you're going to edit things. So I've gone into WordPress and I've clicked on, here I'll start over. So this is the first screen you'll see. Got all your stuff here. And let's pick, this is Keisha, so we'll pick her. And then as you can see, on the ones she hasn't actually had published yet, she doesn't put a title in. That's just kind of her style. So I go ahead and put the title in for her. Kate and Angela will have picked a title and put it in, but that's something you can change. If you like a different title that they have in their 5, you can change it out. So what I do is, this is everything that we have going on. We have one scheduled tomorrow. Looks like she's posted a couple today. So I'm going to go down to the bottom here, and I'm just going to go to the second page to see if there's any others, and there are. Okay, looks like this one here is the earliest one. Looks like she did it on the 2nd, so that's where I'm going to start. So as you can see, there's no title. She's got all her tags. Here's the extra titles. We're going to check the picture. 853, 473, that's perfect. You know, as long as that's 610 and this is 4, maybe 420, that's perfect. So we'll check it out, we'll look at it, make sure there's no spelling issues here, and we'll put all these titles into that spreadsheet for the 10th, and then we can schedule it here. You know about all that, and we'll pick a time. She's got her categories, her category chosen, the add code. Here's her invite to comment. She's got bolded words, author name. So this all the little things you got to look for. And if you were actually gonna post this one, you'd go through and then publish or schedule it and be done. Okay, so there's Keisha. Now let's go take a look at something Angela. She's admin 8. We'll look at something she's done. We'll do the same thing, scroll down, go to the next page, try to find the earliest stuff. Looks like, I know she's got a lot of viral posts in here. So if you want to do one of her viral posts, you can start with this one here, modified 6.4. So this one's good to go. Same deal, just like with Keisha's, you know, check all the stuff. She's picked a title here. I don't know what this is. I don't know why this always shows up, but I don't believe it does when it's published. I think it goes away. Let's take a look. Yeah, so that goes away. I usually delete it out, but because I always was confused myself as to why that showed up, and then one day I forgot to delete it, but it still showed up as just an ampersand, so I just leave it alone. But you can always change it. You can pick from these, you know, if you don't like this title. Mom rummages through garbage and finds a hidden bag full of blank checks. That's okay. That's pretty good. Let's look at the other ones. A poverty-stricken Sao Paulo resident does the right thing. That one's pretty good. Like, I would change something like this. A poverty-stricken Sao Paulo resident does the right thing. I would say, and it gets her noticed by, no, actually I would change this to poverty-stricken Sao Paulo resident does the right thing, and her honesty gets her more than she expected. Something like that. There's, you know, you know how to do the titles, so I just wanted to kind of give you an example of how I sort of adjust things here and there, and you know, it's sometimes I have to change stuff around to make it how, you know, I think it should be. Uh, I definitely try not to change too much, but anyway, so I didn't even read these other ones, but maybe there's a better one in here that we don't even need to worry about changing that first one. And then we'll take a look. See, her picture's kind of long. Yeah, so this picture isn't going to work because it's not the right size. So I'm going to have to send her an email and let her know that before we do this one, what I'll do is I would highlight, or I would copy and paste this title, and I'd put it in an email, and I'd say, Angela, the featured image for this story is not big enough, so we need a new one. And she would say, okay, and try to find something else. Another thing that Angela does specifically is she likes to make her quotes. She'll use this block quote thing, which I don't know if you've ever used it, but what it does is it puts like a blue line and separates the quotes from the rest of the article. Basically, this is what it does. Sometimes, for some reason, two of them will show up. I don't know if it's because she's hitting the button twice or something, but that does seem to happen. So we want to get rid of this. So we will go into text, view, and find the block quote stuff. So like here's the first one, block quote was started, here's the quote, da 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 da, get to the end, and there's the end block quote, and I don't see any more. So then we come down here, and if you notice, there's the start of a block quote, and then another start of a block quote. So I'm going to delete this one, because we don't need it, and I'm going to delete the other end block quote, because we don't need that. So now we just have our one. Boom, boom. And then I'll take this out. This right here, all this is it's a space. That's how HTML converts a space. So I'll just delete that and go up. Now this is our add code. And we'll look down here for more block quote stuff. Here's one here. That's an extra one because it's right on top of this. Delete. And delete this. And now we should be good. And actually what I'll do is I'll save that. And preview it. And then go check it out. And make sure those are gone. And there's that one. And they are. There's that one and there's that one. So let's see. She's got, how many pictures do we got? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so usually what I'd like to do is put that add code at the bottom if there's only 3 pictures. Sometimes you have to remind writers to on the formatting. So I'll just take that out and throw it at the bottom. And then of course I'm going to remind her of this. Now these are things you can either have her do, you could tell her all the stuff that needs to be done, or just do it and then tell her. I mix it up. Usually I have her fix stuff, but just for the purpose of showing you how I do things, I'm just going to do it in this video. And then we'll visual. So now we got picture, commentary, quote, picture, commentary, quote, more commentary, picture, quote, commentary, invite to comment, and the ad code's at the end. Now if this had 4 pictures in it, I would have that ad code right in the middle of those 4 pictures. But there's only 3. So we know if it's 3 or less, then it goes at the bottom. Just like with the video posts. Okay, so I'll save this and I will shoot Angela an email and let her know that we need a different featured image for this post. Okay, so now let's go back to all posts, and I want to click on Angela again here and just show you. So she has, we could go to the second page, which I will. I'll go to the second page. Everything she has waiting to get published is here. These are all inspirations, so no articles here. So we'll go to the first page again of her profile here and scroll down, publish, publish, published. There's an inspiration, another inspiration. It looks like this one. So actually I don't see, I see 6/7, 6/7, 6/7. This got published yesterday, these two. This was modified on the 9th. So she, like I said, like I kind of noted in that email I sent you, sometimes she will fall a little behind. So it looks like this one got modified today, and this one's being modified, or is done, I guess. So what I'll do is take a look at these two. So we'll start with this investments one. She didn't put tags in, so I'll send her an email and let her know to put tags in that one. Let's take a look. Okay, so the picture is not the best. It's the right size. These kind of pictures, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just, in my opinion, these kind of pictures are very generic. It's not clip art, but it's not exactly very exciting to look at either. And that's kind of one of the things that Nick has, stressed to me. Oh wow, okay, so there's no article here. So I will email her about that as well. She has no articles going on right now, looks like. Let's check out this other one. That was investments. So let's take a look here, see if this one's done. Okay, we got titles. Alright, that's a cool picture. Let's see. $6.99 by $7.37. It's a little long, so I will probably let her know. Well, see, it's not the end of the world when the picture is long, as long as that number for the width is in the 600s, because this width is what's going to be important on the main website, because this picture will display, so we want to have it be the correct size here. This doesn't matter so much on a featured image, because it's going to only give you a small portion of this anyway, so we're not going to see all that. But to keep things uniform for the actual, for the web page, we want this to be smaller, because when you click on the story, it takes you to the article and shows you the picture. So I'll look and see what's going on with her. It doesn't look like she changed her width, so I'll do that, and then I'll change this. Or I'll take that out, and then we'll take a look. So now it's a little smaller, but I'm probably going to send her an email on this picture as well, and just let her know that it's too long, and we need to have her either find a smaller version of it, or it's actually kind of blurry now. Well, so we'll work on that one. I'll send her an email. Then we read everything. Take a look here. That's good. That's good. That looks good. That one looks good. Subheadings are good. Could be a little bit more words bolded in here for sure. Sometimes I'll do that real quick. On little things like that, I mean, I am the editor, so I will make small changes, but I will let her know to do that as well. So if I was going to finish this one up, I'd go ahead and read it all, edit it, check it out. And what I'll do now is I'll save this, and I'll let you finish this one up. I'll email her and let her know the things she needs to fix on it. And then we can't publish it for a couple days. We've got to have a 2-day buffer. So, and then you can always look down on the revisions here. So 10 hours ago, so that's when she first put it in. So unfortunately, I mean, we can't publish it till at least the 11th. That's Thursday. So we'll just leave this one as is, and I'll get in contact with her, and then I'll let you actually finish that one out. And So now let's take a look. We've looked at Keisha. She, like I said, she mainly just does the viral articles. Let's look at Kate. So I actually have to send Kate a pitch list. I believe she has 2 or 3 left that she's going to submit. We have 2 here, pending and draft. So let's take a look. This is the earliest one. Ways to market products to a whole new audience. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles. Got her name. Choose a new director, a new territory. Okay. Tailor your website to your customers. Offer different purchasing options. Find a factory that will work directly with you. Get creative. Alright, those all look good. I'm going to let you read this one and edit it. But so far everything looks good. We just got to add our picture in here and our ad code in here, and of course text view, and then set the featured image. She's chosen the category here, e-commerce, and got tags, and then we will publish this one. Let's see, what do we got going on here? So I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 scheduled for tomorrow, and I already have one of Kate's published today, so we'll schedule Kate's for tomorrow in one of these time slots here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know why there's 9. I guess I did too many. So we'll delete that row. And then I'd probably just put Kate's in right here. I'll have to go back and see when I scheduled these to know what time to do this one at. So let's see if we can figure that out. Who's the last? So responding to, this is a football one from Angela. So let's go take a look and see. Okay, this one. This football's girlfriend teaches a company a lesson. So this is the last one that is, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So sometimes this, I don't exactly put this in the order that things were published. I try to, but if I have to move stuff around or whatnot, then this might not be in the exact chronological order that it got published. So, for instance, I have Keisha at the top, and then yours are in the middle there, but how it's actually going to be published, yours looks like it's the, well, wait a minute, up here. So let's take a look and see when we got this one scheduled. So you got this one scheduled at 16:33. So I'll have you probably change this to just 16. And then, so we've got yours at that time. Let's see when this one's scheduled at. This is Keisha's. Hers is at 16. Okay, so maybe we'll schedule yours at a different time. Let's see. So that was Keisha. This is the other one scheduled for 6:10. Let's take a look. This one, 13:57. Okay. So we'll probably make this 14:30. And scheduled for 6:10 here. So this is the one we actually were looking at. 13. Okay. So well, we'll have to adjust things here. Okay, so there's nothing early on the 10th yet. So there's nothing at 7, nothing at 7:30, 8:30, 10, 11:30. So we'll probably take that article that we were looking at from Kate and click on her, find that article, ways to market products. So we'd probably schedule this one. I'll leave that up to you. Pick between 7 or 7:30, and then after that we'll do the next ones. The Keisha's viral, Angela's viral. We'll schedule those after this. So let's make this one the first one we publish tomorrow. So make this like either 7 or 7:30. And I'll save this. Well, actually I won't. I'll let you actually do that. But let's make this one the first one to go tomorrow. And so then we'll have Kate's. So let's take a look at what we got scheduled for the 10th right now again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 scheduled. 2 of yours. There's Keisha. There's Angela. So we're going to add another Angela, another Keisha, and a Kate. And I guess to round it out, we'll pick another one either from Angela or from Keisha, viral, to do for tomorrow. So that's what I'd like you to do, is go in and edit Kate's, which is this one here. Ways to market products to a whole new audience. Schedule this one for tomorrow morning, and then go back to Keisha, and if you want, just to make it easy, just pick 2 of hers and schedule hers at either 8:30 and 10, and then you can get another one from Angela and do hers at I guess 11:30. Whatever you decide to do Kate's at. If you do hers at 7, then you'll do Keisha's at 8:30 and 10, and then you can do Angela's at 12, which we're not at Angela's, but so that, like I said, you can go find whatever her earliest one was. This one here, no. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I think because I modified that one and saved it, it put it up in today's. So let's take a look at that, because I think I changed something and then I saved it. So we'll look for last modified. Yes, this one here, because I modified it and I saved it, so it moved it up the scale. But you can always go look and see. She put it in on the 31st, and then she did some stuff to it on the 4th. And this is the one I've got to email her about. So let's skip this one and I guess pick a different one, because we got to get a new picture on that. Okay, so then I'll have you do, what else here? Use of energizing colors, no. Artist transform book covers, okay. That was on the 7th. Let's see how this one looks. How's that picture? 650? Awesome. Okay. Got our tags, got the word viral. Picture's good. Category's good. There's our titles. I guess she put her first picture on top of her author name. As of late, that's been okay because of a concept Nick told me about, which is called above the fold, which means when this picture displays on the actual website as the story, obviously these titles will all be gone, but the top half of this picture will be sticking up like right here, and that's a good thing, because it immediately creates interest. Like, obviously that picture is way cooler than these words, so the further that we can move that picture up on the screen, the better. So I don't mind that she's put this first and then done it. It's almost like an introductory thing, like here's what you're in for, and then let me give you a little info, and then here's the rest. So let's just take a look and count. Go back to the top. So I count this as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are cool books, by the way. There's the ad code, which you can't see on here because I have my ad block plus going on. So we got 5 up top, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is really cool. And we're good. So see this space? So what we'll do is we'll change that. We'll go and take a look. Sometimes she tends to put a lot of spaces in, which I am guilty of as well, because you just kind of want to see things independently when you're putting them in there, but got to go back and move it back. No, it's too close. So that's perfect right there. And then on something like this has got to be a little longer. It's got to be like, you know, wow, these are really amazing. My favorite one was such and such. What do you guys think? So I'll have her, I've told her many times to make these longer, and as you'll notice that certain ones she does, certain ones she doesn't. It's just something that, you know, you gotta keep reminding her. So I will do that. But in the meantime, I'd like you to go ahead and take a look at this one on your end and get this one set up for tomorrow, I guess around noon or whatever time you have open there, because this looks pretty complete. And I haven't read this yet, but I'll let you go ahead and take a look at all that and extra titles. I don't know why there's a space there, it doesn't matter, but okay. So I won't save it. Okay, I'll save it. So now that I saved it, saved my little spacing things that I fixed in there, it'll move this post up to today. So you just look for hers. I got both of those that oops, no, sorry. Here's that. I'm sorry. Where's it at? Jeez. Okay, so here's that one. And then her other one that needs that picture change, that lady in the pink shirt, that's this one. I'll email her on this. Go ahead and edit this one and get that one scheduled. And what I'll do is I'll also email her about that invite to comment section. So after you edit it and schedule it, she can go back in and add that, and it's all good. So and then that one, I'll let you know when she fixes the picture. I'll actually tell her to email you as well when she does it. And then if you want, you can go in and get this one going for the 11th, and then maybe 1 or 2 of her other ones, depending on what we do. Okay, so that's just a little tour so far of what I'd like you to do today and how to do stuff. I hope this helps. Please, you know, ask away. Any questions, any issues, any problems, as always, I'm always available. And I'm sure I will hear from you. All right, thanks a lot, Lauren.